start up off. And I did, and there's no difference in the speed of me PC starting up. Absolutely none. Starts up just as fast as with it off than it did with it on. But this time around, I did it a couple of weeks ago, and this time around the graphics card, the graphics is a lot better on ETS and ATS, I notice. Playing my Call of Duties, which I like, I also notice a huge difference. I can up my frame rate limit. I used to have a limit of 150 FPS. I've got it now at 200. There's still no issues. I'll probably go higher if I really wanted to. But I use a MSI Afterburner to overclock the graphics card. And my reported megahertz of my graphics card is 1875 megahertz. 1875 megahertz. With an overclock of 1870. No, sorry, it's 1845. Overclock, because it's an overclock edition card, technically you can go to 1875. Now I've got a tick on my throat. So with MSI Afterburner, it's a really good program for overclocking your PC really well, your graphics card really well, really safely. And so what it did, it did the curve and everything. It tests the limitations of your graphics card and then provides the best settings. And when I used to play Call of Duty, we get up to 2025 megahertz. On the clock speed, I think it is. And since I've redone it, the highest it goes 2000. And when it used to get up there, I used to have like some weird things happen. The weird thing is, because it never overheated though, it should have been able to handle it. But when I actually look at when I do the overclocking, they always tell me there's a limitation set by the power. And it shouldn't be, because I've got a 1000 watt power supply. They recommend a 750 watt for the card I've got, or an 850 if you're going to overclock it. But still, I mean, now this time around it's been running fine, but I've had other issues that are still around, and I've always had a sneaking suspicion when I bought this, the motherboard and the CPU, upgraded them about a year ago, I think. Something was wrong with either the motherboard or the CPU. Because it opens certain programs a lot slower than my old PC. Oh, my throat, hang on. Which it shouldn't do. I originally had a 7th generation i7 and now I've got an 11th generation i7. And the motherboard I've got is more up to date obviously, but it's also a better version or model than the one that I got. How do I explain that? I basically had the Asus Prime motherboard. Okay, so the one for a 11th gen CPU Prime is a lower quality one than the one that I've got, the model I've got now. You know, I should slow down, I remember ETS yesterday. So that's what I mean. this one's a better motherboard model in comparison, and yet it's slower in some aspects than my old CPU and motherboard. As an opening task manager for one. Opening Windows Explorer, another example. Shutting the PC down as well. I shut the PC down. I never had this with my old one. I always get, oh, this app is stopping you from shutting your PC down. Apps that I had on my old motherboard and CPU, so I don't know. And I still think my video card should perform better than it does too. Especially with this motherboard. My old motherboard didn't have PCI 4, this motherboard does. Just can't get rid of this tickle. So it should be a lot quicker, better performing. I'm guessing we need to get in the other lane. Oh, damn it. I thought I was quick enough. Changing gear. Oh, my throat, seriously. This is unreal. Breathing in. It's just on the left side of my throat. Oh, I don't think so, Causey. It's just a it's just a tickle. Something irritating it. Maybe I got a bit of pepper or something because I had pepper with my lunch. Just a bit of pepper irritating it. Something there. Or something in the air, perhaps. Maybe a bit of hay fever. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm getting a bit reckless with these corners, aren't I? I'm not used to them in ATS corners, especially sharp ones. How do people supposed to use the runaway track when you put all those sticks in front of it? Up to 11 grand. At least they're not icy, but then again it wasn't like, yeah, exactly, I was about to, when I read that first bit, at least they're not icy, that's where I first went to, and right, yeah, well that didn't make a difference yesterday, did it, when I tipped the truck. I don't think I've ever been this way. This doesn't look familiar whatsoever. Oh, well, clearly I've been this way because it's all yellow along here. Wow. Way to go, memory. Doing a great job as always. Yeah, I've been this way. I remember that. Actually, maybe that's the cranberry juice kicking my throat a bit. Three hours and 21 minutes. See, this is what I'm used to. Long, straight roads. ETS. Taking those corners and whatnot, I had to get into an ETS frame of mind. I'm not on the ETS frame of mind. You don't get into an ETS frame of mind playing ATS. Get a move on. Even the truck's undertaking. Well, I've got to be careful, I suppose it's closer, isn't it? I'm on that view where things are actually closer than they look. Oh, Nate. Oh, we're going to have to... No, you don't have to. You probably will, but you don't have to. I think my throat's getting a little better. Maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, but I did say I think, I didn't say it definitely is. This is a good area for the winter mod though. Doesn't look so dry and desolate. You've got snow all over it. Would you look at that actually? We started off, the ETA was 4 PM, we're down to 2:48. Game time, do we get extra cash? Early bird bonus? This is where I need to take a photo. This is advertising. Take a photo of me passing their truck. The train. For advertising. Be my slogan. This is why you choose my truck. We get it there quicker. I should actually add a disclaimer as well underneath in small print. We get it there quicker. That's based on the fact I managed to stay on all of my wheels during the trip. Another grand. Okay, I reckon yesterday I was less all over the road than I am today for some reason. And yet I haven't crashed. I bumped the car. No, the car bumped me because I was in front of it. You ignore the fact that I actually sort of was in front of it and went into its lane. Actually, since I was in front of it, it was my lane. That's my reasoning, justification on that matter. If I'm in front and I turn into your lane, you get out of my way. We've got a way station coming up. Is it going to let me bypass it, or tell me now, or forever hold your pieces? Thank you. I didn't answer your post because I assumed that I answered it with my disclaimer thing. Causey. How is my voice coming through, by the way? I'm just looking, I'll go into the rear a bit. Is the audio okay? The mic level, that is. It'd be really neat if I could get the equaliser bang on to get that radio type voice if I could, without all the popping and whatnot. Mind you, you need other plugins for that, which I don't have. I did find some, but they didn't work with OBS. A de-esser to stop this sound. What do you mean stay left? Don't you want me to go to the right? Maybe one day when hell freezes over, I'll be able to get a decent mic with a compressor and all that, and it comes with it, and a stream deck. I won't hold my breath though, because I won't be able to hold it that long. Oh, it's dropped down again. The speed limit, that is. we're almost there, almost done our first delivery. Up to 23 grand, another 132 to go. There it is. I think I got something stuck in my throat. Left.
Exit right. Exit right.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the line. Look at it. Can't go any
Stay
further.
left, then turn left.
Not that I want to, because my delivery's just here. Point that
Turn
is.
left.
A Nissan Titan. Never heard of it. Staying in the left lane's probably the best option, isn't it? Oh, I'm guessing I got right away here, Pizza House.
Then turn left.
Oh, go, 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 green light, green light, green light. No. Why is no one going? I didn't get one. Didn't get an ad at all. Alright, let's go into cab view. Gonna need fuel. The rig of love has arrived.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Where do you want it? Not in there, I hope. Getting out of there. Picking a delivery up from over there and getting out is bad enough, let alone getting that in there. Where do you want it? Oh, was there a way up there? I could have just driven through. Oh. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Even worse with the stacks because I can't see. Yeah, man. Okay, let's drop that down. This is going to be a lot of fun. Maneuvering this. No. Was I rolling forward then? Oh, let me see better than that. Come on. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm gonna pat myself on the back, mate. I really am. The only thing I don't like about that is you can't see past those stacks and the limitation on the camera. I should be able to see the edge of the window frame, surely. Limited like that. Alright, let's have a look where we're at, because there's a couple of things we've got to think about. Number one, once the icons come up, BHP is the only one we've got, isn't it? Walmart, New Mount, UPS, Evergreen, BHP. So it doesn't look like I've got to worry about a question mark. Is this all part of... No, this can't be part of that Portland. What's all this part of? Okay, let's clarify what our options are. Okay, so there's only one delivery. one delivery home. So we'll be going up to this. Okay. I think dropping into here, fueling up there. Oh, actually, could I make it? Because if I'm going to fuel up, I might as well fuel up at our garage. For the cheaper fuel, if I can make it to Seattle. What's the distance? No, that's not what you wanted to do, buddy. You wanted to know how far. Right, so 150 miles. I should have enough fuel for that. That's just over a quarter, wasn't I? Two-hour trip, was it 4 o'clock? I can exit this way, surely. There's a method to my madness here. I know I'm driving past the icon, but I want to reverse into it. See here, I should be able to turn and see more. That's what I reckon. That's my theory. My wish, my hopes, my dreams. I'm simple, man. Simple needs, simple wants. Just simple. Period.
Okay, here we go.
Let's take this bulldozer to where it needs to go. Oh no, I need that up because we're still on crash cam, aren't we? There it is. Where's me camera rear side mirrors? It's like that DAF we're using. Oh, that was so good. That's so good, those cameras instead of the side mirrors. No, that's not the way I wanted to turn, was it? Clearly. Actually, I want to get away from that fence as well. Let's line it up so you can actually see it in your left mirror here.